So there has been quite significant changes in Uzbekistan's domestic and foreign policy in the last 2 or 3 years. I would really describe these as being potentially transformational. We find this both in the readiness of Uzbekistan to engage with its immediate Central Asian neighbours initially, and also in the wish to try and change some of the basic processes and structures within the Uzbek state itself. I think that 2 or 3 years ago, Western observers were quite cautious in their response. There was a kind of wait-and-see view, because we had waited for quite a long time to see some shift in policies. But now, the impression I get from talking with business people, for example, but also with others and officials, is that there's a real kind of sea tide. There's a movement here that means that Uzbekistan is moving in a different direction and a positive direction. We hear a lot of encouraging sounds from investors. We know about the readiness of the European Bank for Reconstruction and Development to make some significant investments in projects in Uzbekistan of the kind that didn't exist before. There's a feeling in the mood that this is a trend, a temporary initial phenomenon with a new president, but we're actually on a kind of trajectory forward. And that's been very encouraging from the policy point of view. Speaking personally also, I'm encouraged by the interest in new academic exchanges and intellectual and scholarly exchanges, and the wish of Uzbekistan to send its students out to gain higher education abroad, and then to be able to come back and contribute to the development of their country. In other fields, I think we could expect also more attention paid to matters such as the environmental concerns in Central Asia. There are not only legacy concerns of environment in the past, but the very real challenges of adapting to climatic change in the future. And this is something that can only really be done effectively together, collaboratively with other Central Asian neighbour countries. And the fact that there is a regional dialogue, intergovernmental dialogue in discussing with environmental issues quite prominently on the agenda is also very encouraging. Of course, as ever, this is one of the great attractions of coming to any reception organised by the Uzbek embassy or other Uzbek officials. It's one of the greatest attractions of any embassy reception in London.